All right. I have returned from the ether. Um, yeah. Hello, internet. I, uh, I don't really, remember how to do this. Not that I was particularly good to start with, but, yeah. So, I am also on a a new setup, at least software-wise. So, I think I have everything not fucked up, but we will find out. Um, I'm also very tired, but I think I will have at least an hour in me. I could maybe go more. We'll see how I'm feeling and how stuff is going. Um so the plan for today, off to a great start. Uh the plan. We want to, or rather I want to make a game based on Git. I've been very Git focused in terms of conversation, and I started using Jujitsu, which is cool. It's just like a Git compatible VCS wrapper. Um, yeah. So to do this, we need to obviously learn Git, which is the plan for today. Like more more in depth than just git commit, git push kind of thing. So learn Git more in depth, and then I want to make a custom Git graph thing. This is going to be important for the game. Um, then I need to make a script to read the graph, and then I need to make a game. So uh, I oh fuck, I don't remember how to check mark things. Um, no, it's going to be capital C then. Yeah, cheat sheet. Control space. Yeah. Okay. Um, so for reference, just to get this clear, no, I want to go here. By git graph, I mean something like this. This is jujitsu, but it's the same. It's the same concept. So that's a Git graph. Like JJ output. I guess that should be here. So in order to actually do this, we would need to git refs. Okay. This isn't gonna have any tags. Index. No. Objects. So if I git log, that should be a commit. CE9. Okay, that was not a commit. Anyway, well, this is gonna be stuff to figure out. So we need to parse the commits. We need to parse the branches. We need to know when things are merged. Squashed. Or cherry picked. And then I guess in here we need the commit hash, the file changes, and then the commit message doesn't really matter. I think for a game it would be kind of annoying to make them give a specific message, but I'll do that. So branches. And then is there anything else? No. When plus what things were merged, squashed, or cherry picked? Um, I know there's way more things you can do with Git, like bisect and stuff, but I think I'm not sure what the output of that would be. So I think for now this is a good enough base. So now comes the quote unquote fun part. Um what am I doing? So let's just make a test. So here is where I'll just be doing all of the Git testing stuff. And yeah, now we learn. Da, 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 da. Git log is used instead. So, what the fuck? If I go git bisect, am I stupid? Git bisect visualize, okay. Never mind. I don't have anything to show for that, obviously. Um, but it said by default it uses git log, so it shouldn't fuck with the graph stuff that much. So, um, Okay. So if I do that, git commit dash m test. Yeah. Okay. Um. So I think um yeah. Uh git ignore, yeah, that's fine. Let's git show. So I git file this and then git show. No. What is hmm. Why is that not showing up in the git show? Followed by the oh. Go ahead. Right. So if I no, I don't. I do not get why it is not showing that. So if I do that, what if I Hmm. Okay. Uh, so if I go get stash pop, probably, yeah. Uh, okay, that was kind of a stupid. There's nothing in the file. Test file input and data. File 2. Um, no local change. What do you mean? Okay, now if I do that, how do I get a specific one? Or I guess since it's a stack, I can only get the one on the top. So if I do that, yeah. Uh, wow. Okay, that's kind of useful, I guess. I don't understand what it's asking me to do. Um, okay. Let's clean up a bit. So yeah. And now we want to get add file and file 2. And then test. Okay. So yes. So it has 2 files and we want to amend. What is the problem here? So how do I guess get add test and then get commit amend? After. Okay. Is there a hmm. Yep. And now if I do this, what is this asking? Okay. So let's just merge them. Oh, I am yeah. I don't know what any of that means. And then I want to merge B19C3B3 with 0D4 C4EB. I don't think that did anything. Uh, I don't. Okay, let's just do. Okay, never mind. Um, so if I go back to the first one, that should say hello, help. Is it not? Hmm, that doesn't appear to have done anything. Let's just use the whole commit, I guess. I don't know what's going on anymore. Um, okay, let's just reset to head. Fetch, merge, pull, push. Yeah, that's fine. Branches is something I don't really do often and should probably learn. Uh, so thank you. I made it myself actually. It was really annoying because I don't do pixel art, but I think it was definitely worth it. How are you this fine day? Sore but happy? Like gym sore or injured? I'm I'm doing okay. I'm tired and awkward. I haven't streamed in like a month. Surgery sore? Yeah. I hope it's not like I hope it's healing good. English. Um, yeah, feel free to just lurk or whatever if you don't feel like talking. Oof, 2 days ago is yeah. I'm glad it was a good surgery though. Nothing went wrong. Um, that's good. I think the only like surgery I've had was wisdom teeth removed, and that was horrible. Nothing went wrong, but it was just like a bad experience. Yikes. I up to that point I had been doing orthodontic stuff for like a decade, so I was pretty good on the oral hygiene stuff, but yeah, I don't if it was just like random teeth getting removed, I think it would be way worse. Um that can't be right. So, if you look at the top up here, which I guess you can't really see because of the chat, um, if you look at the top over here, I plan on making a game based around Git. The problem is I need to learn Git first. So that's what I'm doing right now. Naturally, uh, putting the cart before the horse. Well, when you have ideas, you have ideas. Like, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't have the plan to make the game, right? Exactly. Uh, naturally, this is going to be called Get Good because I find that really funny. Um, yeah, that's that's the plan. I have to do all the boring work of learning how to use Git, and then I have to make a Git graph thing because without that, it would be a really terrible game. Um, for reference, uh, I want to make it do look something like that. I do have basic Git experience, like Git add, Git commit, Git push, Git pull kind of thing. I'm not super familiar with branching or cherry picking or bisecting or any of that fancy stuff. Yeah. rebasing versus merging, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. So I would say I have the bare minimum experience to work on a project. So I kind of need to know how everything works in order to make the graph thing. Yeah, I thought so too. Plus, hopefully, it's gonna make something that's not terrible. Fingers crossed. Um, so what is. Okay. Do you, have. Um, they, them usually are my preferred pronouns, but I'm kind of open to whatever. I'm not like, how do I say this? I'm not particular about it. Um, I was gonna say, I'm assuming you have a programming experience based on the fact that you're in the software development section. Da, 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 da. Work on anything fun or weird languages? Boring software by day, hobbyist game dev by night. Nice. I think that's pretty standard around these parts. Metroidvania about a spider. Interesting. I'm surprisingly not that much of a gamer. By Metroidvania, you mean this is gonna really make me sound like a zoomer. Uh, like games like Hollow Knight, obviously Metroid and stuff is gonna be the root of that, but like a modern, yeah, okay. Hollow Knight is a great example. Yay! I mean, it might be better to some people, but I think getting caught up in whether or not it's good is like the killer of productivity. Because like good is subjective. Like I'm sure there are at least 5 people out there that have played Hollow Knight and absolutely hate it. Yeah, don't gotta worry about being better than anyone. Just make stuff because it's fun. That's what we're about around here. Yeah, exactly. I am curious. I ask this to everyone that happens to stumble in here. how did you find me? Like, what? How did you get here? I'm assuming most people click on here for the PNG tuber. At least that's the way that it seems to be. But like, I'm a I'm a max one person, like one viewer streamer kind of guy. How do you find me? Ah, so the tags do actually do stuff. Okay. Now that you mention that, do you have preferred pronouns? Got it. Yeah, although mean people are kind of everywhere on the internet, so at least with tags, it helps you find people that are like you, hopefully. Yeah, but it also helps find nice people like you. So, I mean, at least with the nice, wow, English, worst language of all time. Um, at least as the streamer, I can just like kick people if they're being bad. So, I think for like live entertainment or live interaction, it's not that big of a deal. At least that's my opinion on it. Um, yeah, there is also that. Unrestricted internet access as a child is certainly a way to get thick skin. Um, oh, duh. Why is it not making any changes? I have to actually commit it. Uh, Probably text based. Yeah, I'm not really an art person, nor do I know how to do graphic stuff, like graphic driver stuff. So, yeah, art is hard. Art is very hard. Okay. Yeah. And that's why I haven't made the game yet. Obviously, to merge the changes, you have to commit the changes. In my other projects, I don't work with branches at all, so I should probably do that, but I do not. What's the art style for your game gonna be like? Pixel art side scroller. Nice. Mostly cartoony. Hmm. Do you have an example of like cartoony pixel art? I don't think I've seen anything like that before. Did they? Ah, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to go for art direction. I'm a can barely draw a stick person kind of skill level. Well, that's good. It does definitely help having someone else to make the art. I feel that. I was burnt out for like the entirety of August, pretty much. It was horrible. Uh, I'm feeling a little better. I uh I started school again, so not a lot of energy, but my mental health is definitely way better. Sitting alone in your room watching YouTube for like 18 hours a day for a month is not great. Yeah, especially as like a queer introvert, it's really hard. It's really easy to get into the isolation thing, but yeah, I don't really like the school part of school, but the social aspect is good for me. Uh, yep. I think a big part of it is being around people that have similar interests. That definitely helps a lot. Uh, I feel that. I'm, yeah, I'm probably the only like computer nerd in my family, so it's not a lot to talk about with them. But that's why I like school and I like streaming here sometimes. Um, because just even being around people that, while maybe not interested in what you're doing, actually understand what you're saying is it's very nice. That did not really help. Um, oh boy. I mean, that's better than nothing. I love how I just like can't read the text right there. That's awesome. Yeah. Um. What? Why? Why did that not conflict? Uh. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why that didn't happen the first time, but anything that so theoretically if I do that, yeah, okay, that's not terrible. Uh, And then, yeah, okay, that's reasonable. Uh, right. I also want to learn how to actually use what is it? Um, one of these two. What is Vim Fugitive? Yeah, I want to learn how to actually use this one as well. I probably should have started by just doing all the stuff in here, but oh well. Um, so if I do this and go some new content, wow, some new content and then G commit. G add the current one and then G commit. Um, what? Fugitive test. Hey, that's really handy. I don't know why I didn't start with that. Um, bum ba da da. There's also gdiff split, which is pretty handy. Um, so if I did like blah blah blah, and then gdiff split, yeah. Um, yep. Hmm. That did not do what I expected. Uh, why is that not? What if I just go? What's going on? G question mark. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I guess that just doesn't work. Um, I'll have to figure that out at some point. Da 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 da. So cool. I don't want to do that, so right. What the hell? Okay, let's just do that. I don't know what that did. Uh, cool, cool. Mm. Seems easy enough. It's basically just colon G and then the command instead of exit and then get whatever. That's good. Um, is this anything worth seeing? That's handy. Da da da. So many little commands in Git. This was added in bug test branch. I don't actually know how to pick the commit in this. Fame fugitive, gclog, change commit. Is this what I'm looking for? No. I just want to... Yeah. I think there's definitely some plugin keybind shenanigans going on there. Uh, which is fine. I can deal with that later. Switch. Just looked at all of this stuff. I guess I just don't have that. That's cool. And then git clone, git pull. That's fine. Git fetch. Just git pull without making the changes. That's fine. Git tagging is another thing I need to look at. Um, that's all fine enough. Da, 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 da. Email stuff I probably am not gonna need to know for the game. And then bisect is one I wanted to look at. Add tags to Git repo. First, I'm gonna take a little break though. I'll be back in, I don't know, probably like 10 minutes. If there's anyone lurking, go get some water, stretch your legs, that kind of stuff. The show will resume soon. All right. And the show goes on. My voice is getting kind of tired, so I will probably stop it after messing around with the tags, and then that'll be the stream. Actually, I'll do a chess game as well. Really? .org, of course. Okay. Um, so tags. Obviously, I have no tags currently. But if I make a new branch and say that, and then go to file 2. This is some stuff. Yep. You can search using that. Doesn't matter, I don't have tags. So V1 tag test. I have created a tag. Now if I do this, okay, simple enough. Yeah. Right. What's going on? Okay. Show V1. Okay. Simple enough. Now, there's also lightweight tags. Um, so I can, actually, I want to RM lightweight. Wow. Lightweight tag. I want to go here. No. Where? Fuck. here. I want to add the current file. I want to commit annotated tag. And now I want to make a new file. And I want to add a v1 lightweight. Oh. And now if I go here, I have that. And if I go gtag, what am I doing? Gshow v1lw. That's not, fuck. So 3 tags, and then, yeah, okay. Messed that up, but can also tag them after. So I don't know. Let's just tag the first one. V0.1 start repo EF3DA18. Starting the test repo. Fuck, I closed the wrong thing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, cool. By default, the git push. So you just have to specify the tag name when you push. That's fine. dash dash tags. Again, that's fine. Git push will push both types of tags. And then you can delete a tag. I want to get rid of v1. Wow. Da, 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 da. Note that this does not remove the tag from any remote servers. Okay. And then just the same thing as adding the tag, but you use delete instead. That's fine. If you want to view, okay. So if I g checkout v0.1 start repo. That doesn't appear to have done anything. Git checkout v1. Test and fugitive. Yeah, I guess that's the most recent one. Okay. Yeah, okay. Da 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 da. Okay, with that, I'm going to end the stream because my voice is starting to get kind of fried. I'm gonna do more stuff on this on my own. So I'm gonna mark that as done. then the next part should hopefully be the graph thing, which is the fun part. Hopefully. Yeah. Get alias. That's not anything I need to think about. Move that over so you can actually see what's going on. Oh. Okay. Chess time. Classic E4. This was a terrible opening. I don't know why I did it like this. I guess retreat with that for now. They're probably gonna do that. Yeah. And now probably should have done that one, but yeah. Whatever. Fuck. Okay. Where can they move from here? They can move back, or they can move there. Okay. Just do that then. Hmm. Should I go for the trade? Is there anywhere this can go that is not shit? Not really. Yeah. They can take that. I will do that. Not what I was expecting them to do. Uh, all my stuff is in such terrible positions. I really fucked this up. There, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Yikes. Okay. I'm gonna try one more. Da 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 da. Oh, this guy has all his moves pre pre put in. I'm probably fucked. That, I guess. I don't know. What are they planning to do here? I'm an idiot. Why didn't I do that? Fuck. Okay. Let pin the pawn. And then kick the knight, I guess. Hmm. I'm so bad at chess. Uh, we're probably gonna do that. Hmm. Sneaky. Probably gonna do that. No. Well then. That's not what I meant to do. Fuck. I love misclicks. Why would I do that? Well, this is unfortunate. Wow. Okay, you deserve it, I guess. Please just do that. Okay, no. They're being a jerk. Anyway. As always, thank you for lurking if you're lurking, and if you weren't lurking, well, you won't hear this, so it won't matter. Don't forget to hydrate yourself and all of that stuff. I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.